welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Judicials. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Judicials offense will have first crack at this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off to the fullback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Motion from the back. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to pick up a first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Judicials decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today.
Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. This is a designed run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Red pass, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking for space, it's O'Neal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Powers through the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Picks up the first down. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like box. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home, you got to be alert, you got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse, here comes the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Run it with the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Running back searching for a hole. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go right back to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Judicials come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. After the mesh point, pulls it and goes right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Judicials.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wants to pass it. Bring in the heat. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Rushes on him. Sweet spin. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Looking left. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that is a huge huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A designed run for the quarterback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Using his legs to buy some time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Judicials will punt this one away. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Kicking interference. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The option look. The pitch. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a little space. Shakes off the defender. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide open downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Smashes through the tackle. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bussey. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll go to the fullback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Judicials will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over UCLA. just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Try and play action. Grab behind the line. It's O'Neal. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll send the back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Fires to the wideout, working that left side. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's O'Neal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the change move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Judicials.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence and they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got his man downfield. Smashes through the tackle. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. At the 20, he's got space.
Hold offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. On the run, it's Price. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first.
Sprinting away. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this. It's whether they the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's low. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gets the back moving. Sticks it in his belly. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stopped him short of the marker. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gonna run it. It's Tatum. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The Aggies are on the move. With jet sweep pass. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Aggie! Great job by the back on the option. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Judicials are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. Jukes his way for more. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. A low line drive and not his best work. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll try the run. Oh, ball's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Judicials getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Bridges. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the big fullback. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse